Hi, my name is Thiago Pinheiro from the Laboratory of Bioacoustics at the Federal University of Rio Grande do Norte State, Brazil. And today I will present you our work entitled Just a Reprise, How is the burst dusk chorus different from the dawn chorus? The burst dawn and dusk choruses are peaks of avian vocal activity which are often used as great opportunities for fieldwork in ornithology and also the practice of birdwatching. However, the majority of these studies on this topic were performed on the temperate regions of the northern hemisphere. In addition, the dust chorus is not commonly investigated. Moving away from these trends, in this study, 8 points were sampled with autonomous recorders in a section of the Serra da Canastra National Park in Minas Gerais state, a region of tropical savanna. In those 8 points, 1 hour at dawn and 1 hour at dusk were recorded for 2 days a month during 4 consecutive months in a total of 128 hours of audio recording. Using Ravenpro software, we've counted all the bird's vocal types, which we will call here sonotypes. We can see here an example of this with a spectrogram showing the counting of 6 repetitions of one sonotype of the white-rumped mongeta vocalization at left. This process was repeated for every bird sonotype found throughout all audio files, like the other examples at right, with the grassland sparrow above and the red-winged tinamou below. Out of the 95 different sonotypes detected, we could identify 34 bird species. Most of those were detected in both choruses. We could also detect 4 vulnerable and threatened species, as well as make 2 new bird registers for the national park. Almost the same amount of sonotypes were detected in each chorus, and the vocal activity was higher at dawn, which is in accordance with previous literature that points out this chorus as the most expressive one. In this study, the sonotypes were used as a measure of sonic richness and the number of vocalizations as a measure of sonic abundance. With Raven software, we also measured the higher and lower sonotype frequencies in each of the 128 one-hour audio files, as shown in traced red and yellow lines in this example figure at left, as well as a weighted mean frequency for each file, which is the green line. The white boxes are representing distinct sonotypes used for measuring those frequencies. This process was repeated in all of the audio recordings, and in the end, we calculated mean values for 4 variables, as shown in the table at right. In red, only the mean number of vocalizations was significantly different between the choruses, being much higher at dawn. Once the 3 frequency mean values were equivalent for the 2 choruses, and most of the species were detected in both of them, we can say that the birds are experimenting a potentially higher probability of vocalization overlaps in time and frequency at dawn, which means a more competitive scenario in terms of acoustic communication. On the other hand, a lower mean number of vocalization at dusk suggests that the same birds can experiment less acoustic competition. This result supports the ones of previous literature in the same direction. From the 34 detected species, these 5 were the ones with the largest vocal repertoires in terms of different sonotypes. And as we can see, apart from the chalk-browed mockingbird in bottom right, all of the other species had different sonotypes being emitted on different choruses, as well as some detected on both choruses. This result suggests that at least for these birds, different sonotypes may be playing different roles on communication on each chorus, and this could be better understood with additional behavioral studies in the field. So, is the dusk chorus just a reprise? It may depend on the species. Most of the detected species use just one sonotype in both choruses, and for those, it may be a reprise. But a small number of species with larger vocal repertoires were using some specific sonotypes on each chorus and other sonotypes in both choruses. Behavioral studies in the field may help to answer why. And also we could find that vocalizing at dusk may be advantageous because of a less acoustic competition scenario for those birds. Thank you for your time.